If you're still doing 100 crunches and wondering why you don't have abs and blaming your slow metabolism for why you're not seeing results, then this video might just be for you. But if you're looking for a quick fix and not willing to change your habits, then I'll stop watching now, because it's unlikely I'm going to say in this video, keep doing what you're doing, don't make any changes, and at some point you'll just see results miraculously. But if you're a guy who's truly sick and tired of seeing inconsistent results and not proud of the body that you see reflecting back at you in the mirror, and truly value making a change, then stick around to the end, because this video might just help you. Now I'm going to skip all the boring shit of just being like, hi, my name's Taylor, I'm 23 and I've been training for however many years, because that's not interesting. If you want to know that I'm a person who's relatable and been exactly where you've been, I've been underweight and I've been overweight, and the one thing that held me back for all of these things was my mindset. Once I changed my mindset, I changed my life and my results, because that's all that holds us back in life. If it was as simple as saying to someone who's overweight or underweight, if you're underweight, just eat more. If you're overweight, just eat less, then we'd all be in great fucking shape. But that's not as easy as that. Someone told me once that once you master the mind, you master the body. Because once you master the mind, the body will follow. And that stuck with me. And once I followed that, I saw the best results possible, because I changed what I believed. So when you stop telling yourself you can't and start telling yourself you can start to see results. So let's strip it back to just 3 core pillars of things that you can focus on and take away today that works for me, and I know that can work for you. Training, nutrition, and discipline. I stayed consistent with all 3, and it made it so much easier when I stopped listening to all the noise on social media and overcomplicating things with all the diets that everyone comes out with every week. When you had plant-based and you've got carnivore, keto. Yes, they're all great, and I'm sure they all work, but they're extreme and you just don't need it. You don't need to cut out everything. You can still enjoy the pizza that you like, the burger, because fuck me, if someone told me you can look like that, but you can't eat anything, you've just got to eat whole foods and just drink water, I'd be like, I think I'd be fat and happy. But you can still look great and eat the foods you enjoy and have the best of both worlds. So looking into pillar 1, we got training. Focus on compound lifts and a few accessories. You don't need to be in the gym for hours on end, doing as much as you can, thinking you're going to see the best results for it. I saw great results when I was just training 3 days a week, full body, for an hour each time. You don't need to be smashing loads of cardio. Cardio is great. A few steady state sessions each week is perfect. For fat loss, your training is going to contribute about this much towards your goal. The rest of it is going to be your nutrition, because you can't out-train a bad diet. Doesn't matter how much training you do, you could be doing marathons every day and you could still gain weight if you was eating enough calories. You need to be in a calorie deficit to lose weight. So let's move into nutrition. Nutrition is going to be the most important thing when it comes to losing weight. You'll hear me say it and you'll hear every other coach say it. For fat loss, calorie deficit is the #1 thing. Without it, you aren't just going to miraculously lose weight. You need to be in a calorie deficit to lose fat. The easiest way I made sure I was in a calorie deficit during my time of losing fat was to track my calories. And yes, I know it's boring, long, and time consuming. For 2 reasons, it's one of the best things, because 1, it ensures that you're in a calorie deficit and helps you track your progress. And 2, it helps you understand, and it helped me understand, what was in the foods I was eating. Because there were so many times I'd eat foods that I thought, oh, these are quite healthy meals. And then you scan the barcode on the back and you find out, fuck, that's got a lot more calories in than I thought. So tracking my calories really helped me understand what was in the foods that I was eating each day, so that I could make smarter food choices. And that leads me into pillar 3, discipline. Now, if you're not David Goggins, it probably isn't going to come naturally, but discipline can be built. And the way we build discipline is choosing to do the hard things now. Life's going to be hard. You can choose to make life hard now and have an easier life later, or you can choose easy now and life's going to be a hell of a lot harder later. What this means is choose to do the hard things now, and that can be sacrificing things like sitting down on the TV and instead of going to the gym. It could be choosing to eat the foods that you enjoy, that bring you that immediate gratification, satisfaction, but aren't going to help contribute towards your diet later. So choose to sacrifice now for a better result later in the future, and stop chasing that immediate gratification that your body craves and wants. So if you've made it this far into the video, it shows you're actually looking to make a real change and not just after a quick fix. So if you want to see how my fat loss journey went, here's picture proof of how I went from 90 kilograms all the way down to a lean 72. And as you can see from the pictures, it's not always linear. I dropped to roughly around 2 kilograms a month, as I didn't want to drop weight too fast and lose all the muscle that I gained. So if you want to see results like this and ready to make a change, you can book a free call with me below to discuss coaching, or DM me fat loss on Instagram for more details. But if you're not quite ready for that yet and you just like the content, then follow for more.